What is going on, boys and girls? Today, I want to talk a little bit about PowerCore custom rods. But first, let's discuss a little bit about what separates a good rod from a great rod. You know, when I'm in the market for a brand new rod and I walk into your local tackle shop, there's a few different things I look for in a rod before I buy. First off is power and backbone. I want to buy a rod that has the right amount of power, the right amount of backbone for whatever type, whatever style of fishing I'm going to be using that rod for. Whether it's an extra heavy flipping stick, a medium heavy moderate fast, medium heavy fast action, I want the right amount of power, the right amount of backbone for whatever lure choice I'm going to be using on that rod. Secondly, the weight of the rod. Now, there's a big misconception I hear fishermen talking about all the time as far as the weight of a rod. If the rod's too light, it's not going to be durable. The rod's too light, it's going to break too easy. That's not completely true. I'll give you an example. Okay, if you had a rod built and you had it built with a cork grip, that particular rod might be a little bit heavier than, say, you having the same rod built and having it built with a foam grip. Why? Because cork is a little bit heavier than foam. Okay. See, there's quite a bit of different variables, different factors that go into why a rod is a little bit heavier, why a rod's a little bit lighter. None of which has anything to do with the blank of the rod itself. Even the guide system that's used in building the rod, that has a determining factor in the weight of the rod as well. So anyway, there's different factors that makes a rod heavier or lighter than another rod, none of which has anything to do with the blank of the rod. All right. Thirdly, we just talked about the guides. Thirdly, the guide system. That is a major factor in when I'm buying a rod, what I look for in the perfect rod. Now, what I love about the PowerCore custom rods, the first time I actually had this rod in my hand, I fell in love with it. And one of the reasons I fell in love with the PowerCore custom rod is because of the guide system they use. Now, PowerCore custom rods uses what's called the Microwave Air Slim Ring guide system. Now, this guide system is specifically designed to offer the same line control, the same casting accuracy as the original microwave guides, with the added benefit of an ultra lightweight, ringless design. Okay, so that's one of the big factors in what I love about the PowerCore. But here's something else too. On a microwave guide system rod, if you look at the line that actually comes off the spool of my reel, when it hits that first guide, it's flattened out, and it flattens out all the way through the guide systems, which in turn creates less friction on your line. No line rub as it travels through your guides out the end of the rod tip. Okay, if you have line friction going through your guides, line friction in turn is going to create resistance, in turn is going to create shorter casting distances and less accuracy. So that's another thing I love about the microwave guide system, is when it hits that, it flattens out coming off your reel, flattens out all the way through the guide system, so there's no friction as that line's traveling through, so you get faster line speed coming off your tip, which in turn is going to create better accuracy and further casting distance. All right. The other thing with the PowerCore custom rods is, we talked about it a little bit ago, the handles, the grips. Now, PowerCore custom rods uses what's called a G2 carbon handle. Now, this is a carbon grip that provides a lightweight, a highly sensitive, and extremely durable handle. Okay, so, you know, the handle is a big major factor in the weight of your rod. And with the carbon grip with the G2 carbon handles, you get an extremely lightweight but durable and sensitive handle. So that is going to, in turn, create an extremely lightweight rod. And the thing with a lightweight rod, if you're like me and you get out on the water and you fish 8-9 hours a day in some cases, you fish with a little bit heavier rod, at the end of the day you're going to be feeling it in your arms. Or you take out, you use a lighter rod, a well-balanced rod, another factor, a balanced rod. You're going to get back at the end of the day and you're not even going to feel it. You're not even going to know you actually made 2,000 casts through the course of the day, because it's all in the weight of the rod, the balancing of the rod. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that. PowerCore Custom Rods. You know, since I got my hands on the PowerCore Custom Rods, the best rod, I've used a lot of rods throughout my career, a lot of different make rods, a lot of different designs. Guys, take my word for it, PowerCore Custom Rod is actually the best rod I have ever had in my hands, and I know it'll be the best rod you've ever had in your hands as well. Check them out. Go to their website, PowerCore Custom Rods, guys. You got to check these rods out. We also have some cool stuff coming up the beginning of the year with PowerCore Custom Rods, so keep posted on that as well. And don't forget, Episode 1, Craw Dog Outdoors, December 29th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, coming up pretty quick. Don't miss it. Craw Dog Outdoors on the Pursuit Channel. Guys, until next time, I will catch everybody on the water. Have a good day and tight lines.